Welcome back to Breakfast Television, everybody. It is 7:14, and many of you are just waking right now. It's the middle of the summer. Many of you little ones are like, hey, you know what? I want to make my mom and dad something nice for breakfast. Tell them that I love them just because it's Monday morning. And Carlin, welcome to Breakfast Television. And Cade, welcome to Breakfast Television. Nice to see you, sir. I'm going to ask you about Kitchen Magpie, which is your passion, is it not?
It is. It's my website that started maybe 2 years ago and has sort of developed into probably what I'd call a part-time job, blogging, writing recipes, just writing about everything we do, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, cooking with kids
Which
as
is
well.
awesome, because I think a lot of times we just sort of go, we assume that, you know, somebody cooks for the kids, but you actually encourage engagement, and, you know, sometimes just downright, here you go, here's what you're gonna make for breakfast. And Cade, you're actually in the middle of making something right this very moment. What are you making right now?
I'm making toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole. First of all, I don't think I've ever eaten a toad. Is a toad actually a part of this recipe?
No.
Because that would be gross, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be very, very disgusting.
All right. So then what is so said toad in a hole?
Well, it pops out kind of when you...
So which part of this is the toad?
So the egg.
Yeah.
So you take the egg, you put it inside it, and I'll be doing that in a couple of seconds.
Now you have been busily working you've been working with this. Maybe you can just hold it up to our camera to show our viewers what you've been doing. Why is that important? Why did you need to be using this to get the perfect circle out of a piece of bread? What is this for?
Well, you use that so you can put the egg in. You crack the egg. You take that, you put it on there, you crack the egg, pour the egg in there, and you flip it.
Oh.
You flip it onto this, and that makes it stick up from the other end.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's put that in the pan, and perhaps as he's firing up here, one of the things, toad in the hole is one of the great recipes that's on your website, and I want to encourage everybody to go there because it has a lot of this kind of engagement where they can be like, Mom, I'm making you toad in the hole for breakfast.
Everything on my website is simple. You're not going to find a 30 ingredient list at all. So
okay, so all right. You're putting the bread in now.
Yeah, you have to toast the bread up too, right, Katester?
Yep.
So what's the next? What's the next step? You put your bread in and your butter, and what's the next step?
And then you crack the egg. So
crack the egg. Okay. Now, are you going to do a one-handed crack?
Yeah.
You are. The man is a pro. Stand back, everybody. Here he goes. And of course, you've got that pan nice and hot. Okay. The egg has been cracked, and there it goes.
Nicely done.
All right, and of course, obviously, you're gonna let it cook there for a night. Now, are you a hard? Are you a firm? Are you a medium? Are you a soft egg guy? You know, do you like
medium-ish?
Medium-ish, kind of medium-ish?
I like sunny side up.
Sunny side up is good. That's always good to ask. Now, this is one of many other recipes. So while we're waiting for this to cook, what are some other things that you like to encourage? I mean, part of it is the name, of course. Toad in the hole just sounds awesome to make for breakfast.
It does, and the other name for it is Popeye eggs, because when you put the little piece behind it, the egg sort of pops out like an eye, I guess. I haven't heard of it that way. But other recipes I like to do, Cade's been flipping pancakes. He can definitely scramble eggs. That's something they can start right away. You might want to check this, bud, and see if it needs flipping.
Now, again, that's a good point to make because you obviously want to encourage some sort of supervision in the kitchen and not just like, here, I'm going to stay in the bedroom while you just fire up the gas stove and have at her, son.
A couple more years and maybe breakfast in bed for Mom, but it is always supervision. Cade is 9. And I think this is the perfect time to get them started with stove skills. It's not an age. Oh, nicely done.
Look at that.
Yes. Beautiful.
Sorry, it's not an age.
No, that's okay. It's not an age, I don't think personally, where we want to start with boiling water on the stove. Wait for like oil till they're much, much older. I have a fear of cooking with oil myself.
Right.
Cade's not touching oil in the kitchen for a long time. And I'm a little bit leery about boiling water, so he's not going to make pasta yet, that whole scalding and stuff. But basic, I mean, and I think my advice to parents is you're going to have to relax a bit. Cade's already burnt himself. It was scarring. He was practicing, and he burnt himself last week on the edge of it.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Like, we burn ourselves all the time. I'm 37, and I burnt myself camping on cast iron last weekend. I didn't know any better. I blistered my hand because something didn't connect. I forgot my basic skills.
It doesn't matter the age, right?
Yeah, exactly. So just sort of let it go. They're going to burn themselves. just be there to guide and make sure that it's not going to be really, really bad.
I'm going to let you plate this, although we don't have
right
it's
there.
right here.
Yep.
Perfect. There you go. As we go to break, I do want to point out. Perfect. That this is a great website to begin the dialogue, to get you thinking. I guess that's a very important thing, is that you sort of you hit on. There's lots of things that maybe you don't think of that you need to think of when introducing your child to being in the kitchen and cooking in the kitchen, because it's cool. And you know what? This is delicious, Cade. This looks absolutely. May I actually have this?
Sure.
Oh, this is wonderful. We're going to take a quick break. Go to the website. Thank you two so much. Thank you, Kate. This looks absolutely glorious. I might have a little bit of fresh fruit with it. A fork. We'll be back after this. You're not going to want to miss it. The Mach 3 coming your way. In the meantime, Chef Cade has made me toad in a hole, and it looks like perfection.